The story picks up after the crew's biggest victory yet, defeating Owen Shaw and earning their freedom. After years of running, stealing, and fighting, Dominic Toretto and his family finally get a taste of peace. Brian O'Connor is trying to adjust to a normal life. The school runs, the minivan, being a dad. But deep down, he misses the adrenaline, the danger. As Mia says, he's a good father, but he misses the bullets.
He doesn't miss the girls, he doesn't miss the cars, he misses the bullets.
Meanwhile, Dom is focused on helping Letty remember her past. She's alive, but her memories still aren't. Every street, every roar of an engine triggers flashes. Their wedding, their history, but it's like her heart remembers faster than her mind. For a brief moment, life seems good. The family's together again. But peace doesn't last long in this world, because while they're settling down, someone else is rising up. His brother, Owen Shaw, lies comatose after the events of Fast and Furious 6. Deckard swears vengeance. A new villain is born, colder, smarter, and far more dangerous. Deckard's first move is brutal. He breaks into the DSS office where Luke Hobbs works, the Man Mountain who helped bring down Owen Shaw. The two collide in one of the most intense fights of the series, smashing through walls, glass, and concrete. But Shaw plays dirty. He triggers a massive explosion, sending Hobbs and his partner Elena crashing out of a window. Hobbs, broken and bloodied, and ends up in a hospital with shattered bones. As Deckard walks away, his mission is clear: destroy Dominic Toretto's family, one by one. Back in LA, Dom visits Mia and Brian, the closest thing he's got to a real home. He can tell Brian's struggling with a normal life. But before they can talk about it, war arrives. A package arrives from Tokyo. Dom gets a call. It's from Deckard Shaw. Seconds later, the package explodes, leaving the Toretto house in a massive fireball. Mia and her son barely survive. And halfway across the world, Han, their brother, is dead. Shaw's war has begun. Dom visits Hobbs in the hospital, where Hobbs tells him everything: who Deckard is, what he's done, and why he's unstoppable. A Black Ops assassin trained to disappear. Governments tried to retire him once. 20 men tried, none came out. Dom knows what that means. It's not a fight, it's a vendetta. So he does what Dom always does, hits the road. Dom heads to Tokyo to retrieve Han's body and meet an old friend of his, Sean Boswell, the protagonist from Tokyo Drift. Sean gives Dom a few things Han left behind. Back in Los Angeles, Han's crew reunites for the funeral. Brian, Roman, Tej, Letty, and Dom. The family stands together one more time. As they say their goodbyes, a car watches from distance. Dom knows that look. He gets in his Charger and chases, straight into a brutal face-off with Shaw. Neither flinches. Before they can finish the fight, a mysterious Black Ops team arrives, led by a man known only as Mr. Nobody. Mr. Nobody makes Dom a deal. He'll help Dom track down Deckard Shaw, if Dom helps him first. There's a new weapon on the market, a surveillance program called God's Eye. It can find anyone, anywhere, through every camera, every phone, every screen on Earth. But it's been stolen by a warlord named Mose Jakande, and the hacker who created it, a woman named Ramsey, has been kidnapped. The mission: save Ramsey, get the God's Eye, and find Shaw. Dome gris. Because when family's at stake, nothing else matters. The team, Dom, Brian, Letty, Tej, and Roman, drop their cars out of a cargo plane and parachute into the mountains of Azerbaijan. They land on a cliff road where Jakande's convoy is transporting Ramsey. The plan? Hit fast, hit hard, and rescue her. They ambush Jakande's convoy, smashing through trucks, flipping vehicles, and outsmarting mercenaries. Brian storms a bus to rescue Ramsey, taking down guards in a close-quarters brawl. But when the bus flips off a cliff, Brian's trapped. Letty drifts dangerously close to the edge, giving him just enough reach to grab onto her car before the bus explodes. Ramsey, safe and impressed. She tells them she's the one who created God's Eye, but the drive that contains it, it's already sold to a billionaire in Abu Dhabi. Next stop, the team suits up and infiltrates a royal party hosted by a Jordanian prince. The God's Eye has been installed inside his prized possession. A Lycan Hypersport, a $3 million supercar that's literally sitting inside his penthouse, surrounded by security. Brian and Dom break in, trying to extract the chip, but they're caught. So what does Dom do? Something only Dom Toretto would do. He drives the car straight through the glass wall and jumps it into another skyscraper. Then another. And then another. They barely escape alive, but they've got the God's Eye. Using the device, Ramsey tracks Deckard Shaw to a remote factory. The team gears up for the takedown. Mr. Nobody and his soldiers join them. But Shaw isn't running, he's waiting. Jakande and his men ambush the entire facility. Bullets, drones, and explosions tear the place apart. Mr. Nobody's team is wiped out. Shaw and Jakande escape with the God's Eye. The mission is compromised. Mr. Nobody, wounded, tells Dom to finish it his way. And Dom knows exactly where to fight. Home. The crew returns to LA, the streets that made them who they are. The crew prepares for one final showdown. Brian calls Mia. She's scared. She knows what one last ride means. He promises her that after this, he's done. No more bullets, no more danger. He'll come home. Jakande and Shaw bring the war to them. A stealth helicopter, a drone, and mercenaries on the ground. The crew splits up, racing through the streets as Ramsey tries to hack back into the God's Eye. Dom and Letty lead the decoy chase while Brian works his way to the main server tower to connect Ramsey's signal. Hobbs, still recovering, watches the chaos on TV and decides he's had enough sitting around. He breaks out of his cast, gears up, and literally drives an ambulance off a bridge to destroy Jakande's drone. Up top, Dom faces off with Shaw on the top of the parking garage. Two cars, one final fight, no guns. No mercy. They fight hand-to-hand, wrenches and punches. Jakande fires missiles from his helicopter. Dom sees his chance. He launches his car straight off the roof, smashing into the chopper. Before he jumps, he drops a bag of grenades on the helicopter skid. Hobbs spots it from the ground, aims his revolver, and says, "Woman, I am the cavalry."
Woman, I am the cavalry.
Boom. The grenade detonates. Jakande is gone. Dom crashes hard. He's unconscious, not breathing. Letty runs to him, crying. She tells him something she's been waiting years to say. She remembers. Their wedding, their love, their life. And as she confesses, Dom opens his eyes. Shaw is captured and locked in a high-security prison by Hobbs, deep underground, steel doors sealing him away. The threat is finally over. Days later, the crew meets on a quiet beach. Brian plays with Mia and their son, laughing, free, happy. Dom watches proudly. He knows Brian's found peace. Without saying goodbye, Dom drives off, but Brian follows. Their cars pull up side by side one last time. The two brothers share one last ride. See you again.
If you enjoyed this recap, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video.